What's up, guys?
What's
Uh,
good? What's going on?
What's going on, Will?
How's everybody feeling?
I'm feeling good. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling decent. Feeling real good.
oh,
Everybody's
okay.
like vibes up.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Oh, yeah, I see that now.
What
I see.
you didn't say it?
Vibes up and them likes up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So go ahead, tell us about yourself, Will. Know what's going on.
Um, Most of you guys know me. If you don't, I'm Will. 217 Pythons. Just a chill guy. That's all there really is to know. Um, what do you guys want to know? Tell me
What
Everything.
do you
What's going on? Go
the
ahead, Kat.
normal
I'm sorry.
spiel.
Go ahead,
what
Kat.
do you work with mostly?
What's that?
What do you work with mostly?
Honestly, I have a little bit of just about everything. My main focus is clown, kryptons, and then I got a lot of ultramel wrapped up in that, a lot of hypo wrapped up in that. I got some thunderstorm stuff, which if you guys don't know, that's what KG named the Het Monsoon because it definitely has a lot of visual appearance in the het form. So he
Mhm.
figured that it needed its own name and he called it Thunderstorm.
Is it
So I
still
got
considered like a hurricane or?
it's not it's the monsoon. So monsoon's a recessive gene that makes the whole pattern just look really blitzed out and granity and crazy. And so the het form it kind of will just whack out the pattern on a lot of certain morphs. One of the main ones that it looks really nice with that we've seen recently is leopard.
Mm,
So
mm.
I don't know the
norm,
Morse
normally the
anymore.
leopard will be kind of chained together, and then the het monsoon
Fast.
just kind of makes it
Oh.
psycho, like the one that you guys used for the promo there.
Oh, okay, that one. Got it.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, damn, that's nice. And I
Yeah.
took it from his page. I threw it up there, and I put it on an AI background, so it looks like it's outside.
Yeah, it was super cool. I seen that. I was like, "Oh shit, is that my snake?"
Yeah, I was like,
I had to double take it.
I
Made it
came
look
out dope as
awesome.
hell. So what,
Hell
like,
yeah.
so what positivity has been going on in your life right now that you would like to share with everybody?
I think the main thing I would have to say is the whole Whiskey Bomb network and just being wrapped up in that with Keys and Wiz. Every single day, those guys just push and motivate not only me but the entire crowd, and not even just the people within the network or anything like that. It's the whole community. Anybody, if you follow them, you see that wave of positivity, and that's just something awesome and something that I vibe with, something I resonate with. Um, Before really uh vibing with them the way I do now. The group I was wrapped up in, there's just like a lot of negativity and stuff like that, and I didn't vibe with that shit, and I didn't like it, so I had to bounce from there, and these guys just welcome me like they do everybody else with open arms, and
Mm,
I just been vibing over there every day since, and literally it's I
mm.
want to say it's like life changing, which might sound kind of cheesy or something like that, but it really is when you're just every day on that positivity vibe, learning how to be different, do
Mm.
good. It just like you manifest the things. So
Yeah.
what you do today is gonna affect tomorrow. It's gonna affect tomorrow. It's gonna affect the next day. You know.
Exactly, facts, and it depends. Like I always tell Kat, like me and Kat always talk, and we're always surrounding ourselves with good people. When she tells me she's getting on a podcast, I'll be like, I'm gonna go check it out. Just send me the link or wherever you're at,
Mm-hmm.
and and she'll send me the link, and I'll stop by and I'll say like, shout out Kat, like congrats, and everything. I'll just pick her
Heck
up,
yeah,
positive, like just stay positive, uplift her. You know, it depends on your
that's
group
what it's all
too. Like
about.
Yeah.
we try to do that over here. That's all we preach is positivity, and try to pick up the people around you, and get to know more people. Like Kat's getting out there, which is a good thing because I remember when she first started, she was very quiet, very quiet. But now, it's good. So now it's good. So I get where you're coming from. I
Yeah.
agree.
Say I was very quiet as well. Even now, um, like I got my own show. It comes on later tonight after this, but
Oh,
Wiz is supposed to be my co-host, but I can't even. He's the star of the show, right? I can't even lie. It
let's
just comes
go.
naturally for him. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
And that's
Let's
something that they definitely helped me with and pushed me outside of my comfortability bubble. Is that a
go.
word?
Comfort zone.
Your comfort, yeah, your
Yeah,
comfort zone. Yeah.
got me out of my comfort zone. And gave me a new comfort zone. It's not bad. Change is good. Adapt and overcome, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
It's funny because when I had met Kat too, she was the same. Like she didn't want to talk. She didn't want like I even told her to come on the podcast. She was like, "No, not right now. Give me like time." I was like, "Okay." So I waited, and then podcast fell through, and out of nowhere, Kat was like, I want to come on now. I'll do it." I was
Hell
like,
yeah,
"Okay."
that's
She's
what's
like, "Is
up.
there room for me?" I was like, "Hell yeah!"
Hell
He
yeah.
he was like dying. He was like asking me all the time, Kai, you wanna come on? Kai, you wanna come on? Kai, you wanna like no. But
She
yeah.
would though. She would make like appearances, but she wouldn't talk as much like she does now.
Right.
Yeah. I owe it to the people who have been an inspiration, really. Everyone who I've met along the way, they've just you get that first impression is not always an exact first impression. You just gotta get to know the person and then it goes from there.
Yeah.
Who's a big
That's for
homie,
sure.
Shannon? What's up,
That's
man?
Mike.
What up,
Sean and Mike.
big homies?
Yeah, Sean
What
and Mike.
up?
Stop.
We
S
got
yeah, exotics, yeah.
Heck
S
yeah.
SJ
What up?
Exotic.
What up? Thanks for stopping
Yeah.
by.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
what's up?
for them today.
Nice. So you have a podcast after this, Will?
Yes, the Tinfoil Fitted podcast every Thursday at 9 p.m. Central. And me, Wiz, and the homie Prophet, Keys Constrictors.
Yeah.
And we just chop it up about conspiracy theories.
Mhm.
Um, a lot of spirituality stuff. We haven't gotten into the aliens yet, but we're getting there. Tonight we're gonna be talking about conspiracies that turned out not to be conspiracies and proved out to be true,
Proved that to be true,
stuff
yeah.
like that. Yep.
Hmm.
And it's not so much like really like just talking about conspiracies. It's more or less either debunking those conspiracies or showing the facts that show that those conspiracies probably aren't conspiracies and they probably are true. So
Like kind of like the Mandela effect and stuff like that.
yeah, we did a whole episode on that.
I like that. I like the Mandela effect though. That thing is crazy.
Yeah.
You know how what was it? I think it was one of those like Kit Kat and Kit Kat. There were two different ways
Yep.
or something back then. And everybody's
Yeah.
like, no, it was just one. But when you go back
Yep.
and look or something, it was different.
The one that gets me is the Berenstain Bears because I know for a fact it was the other way because like that was
Yeah.
my shit when I was a little kid and that's the first book like that I learned how to read. I remember staying after school in first grade and my teacher working with me to like get me up to the reading level and stuff and that's the book we read,
Yeah.
Berenstain Bears.
Why? What did they say
I'll
it was?
never forget that. Huh?
What were they saying it was?
With Steen or Stein like they're doing it differently.
Oh, Bearstein Bears or Bearstein Bears.
Yeah.
What's the
Yeah.
Bearstein Bears? I
Yeah.
remember Bearstein Bears, but a lot of people that I've talked to, like I brought on live, like when we used to do like open live chats, we would talk about that too, and they would say like back at my school was Bearstein Bears, and I was like, what the hell?
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, dude, like, sir, where are you living? Because it's Bearstein Bears. Like,
Yeah.
that's how I read it. I don't know. That one still gets me though. That one's crazy.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
what?
it's
It makes me feel crazy because like since that was the book that I learned how to read, it's like I know that my teacher didn't let me learn how to read it wrong. So it's like,
right? They're like drill that
yeah,
in your head. You're like, no, it was a Bearstein Bear. Yeah. Bear.
yeah.
There was another one too, wasn't
What
it?
up, Mitzi?
Yeah, there's a lot of people in here for you. You got Snake Man, Pat,
Oh yeah, Pat. What up? What up?
Shauna,
Yeah.
Shauna
Trying to
Kava.
find
Miss
Pat.
Pat Bastard Royals.
Oh, there he is.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Pat. What's up, bro?
Right, we're just spreading positivity, guys. This one, that's why I brought Will on this one because I see all the stuff. And
Right.
how's podcasting going for you?
Pretty cool. I like it a lot. Like I said, it brought me outside of my comfort zone and stuff. Cause not that I was like shy. It's just I don't know. It's kind of weird getting on camera sometimes if it's not something that you're used to, or if you're not just like a really open, outgoing person like that. Which I'm not. Like I have big social anxiety. I hate large crowds. I want to say I hate people. I don't hate people. I hate like I don't know. I'm just socially awkward,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Are you kind of like what Talladega Nights? Ricky Bobby was like, I don't know what to do with my hand.
Yeah, right. It's like, okay, we're on turn one.
Right? You're like, I don't know. Sometimes like I've I've, I've the most like of all the interviews I've done, I've only been uncomfortable once, and
Right.
it was like a controversial. Like it got heated, and it was crazy because it was backstage before we even went live. So our guest and my ex
Oh shit.
co-host at the time, they got into it backstage,
Oh shit.
and he straight up told them like, "Shut the," because you don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
And then we were
Right.
about to go live, and I was like, "Damn, I can't. I don't know." And he messaged me. He's like, "Bro, I don't want to do this podcast no more." He's like, "I don't want to
Oh
do it."
shit.
I was like, "Bro, he's already here. I'm gonna go, dude. You can bounce if you need to. Like, I'll do it myself." And but that live was heated, and it was because it was a old school like ball python breeder. It was Earl
Mm-hmm.
and my ex co-host. It was he said something about the Skeletless project,
Right.
and he was like you don't know what you're talking about. Stop talking. Like it was bad, man. Oh, and
That's
it was
crazy.
so uncomfortable because I was like, damn, because we were on the live, and he stayed quiet the whole time. My co-host, right, stayed
Yeah.
quiet, and I was like asking Earl questions and just telling me to tell him about the scale of this project, like how long he's been working with it, like what's he going with it, what's he doing with it, and he was just like telling me, and then he started getting in, then he started answering questions because it was like 45 minutes in, then he started asking. Back then we used to go 2 hours long.
Right.
And then I told Kat, like, people after a certain time drop off, like after an hour, because they're like, oh, this is too long. So I said, let's just keep it
Yeah.
an hour. Ask them, be direct, go straight questions,
Right.
and then stay on topic. So that's what we've been doing. It's been working for us really good. So,
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, I don't know. Have any open doors open for you? New open doors?
Um. Yes and no. I wouldn't say. Um. I wouldn't say. Actually, I would just have to say yeah. Period. I was to say maybe not necessarily from the podcasting, but definitely it has because obviously that's done a lot for my name and for my brand and stuff like that. Obviously, a lot more people know who I am now and stuff like that. And maybe in conjunction with that or whatever, I've had a lot of offers to either work at or help out with. Hey, what's up, Amanda? Help out with some bigger companies within the reptile industry. Um, Unfortunately, I haven't been able to follow a lot of those endeavors. But from that, I've also gotten the opportunity to volunteer with the Dragonwood Conservancy. So they're a nonprofit. They work with a lot of endangered species, mostly crocodiles and stuff like that. You guys probably seen them when you go to Tinley or any NRBC show. But when you go to Tinley, they're right inside the door, like right to your left, like right there. They have the big giant fucking sorry, it's my language, but the big giant anaconda and stuff like that. So
Wow.
I've gotten to work with them. Gotten not only to work with crocodiles, which is awesome, but endangered species. I got to learn a lot about them, and then in turn, I get to pass that knowledge on and teach other people, and mostly a lot of like little kids. All the little kids in line waiting for their tickets are in that snake discovery line.
Mm-hmm.
All those kids, they leave that show saying that they got to meet Ed and Emily and they got to pet an endangered crocodile and stuff
That's
like that.
cool.
And they got to learn about the crocodile. They got to learn about the importance of conservation so that we can still have those animals in the future and stuff like that. So that's super cool. Conservation is something that's super important to me. So
Mm-hmm.
being able to work with them and teach people about conservation and do what I can for USARC and things like that when I can. That's I think what it's really about for me right now is about conservation and about just teaching the youth.
Yes. So, has anyone ever told you if you wanted to do a certain project, or whether even if it was just simple conservation, has anyone ever told you, no, you can't do that?
No. Um, Not so far, not within this industry or this hobby or anything like that. Not so far. And if they were to tell me that, I would have to tell them to kick rocks because literally you can do anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anybody could do anything. Like when you tell you when you're a little kid, like you could do anything you put your mind to or whatever, like that.
Mhm.
It's real. You do whatever
Exactly.
the heck you want. You can manifest whatever the heck you want. You just gotta stay positive, stay focused, and do it. Do everything with intention, and you'll
Hmm.
get everything you want.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's so true. Do everything with attention, positive, like positive attention. Go ahead, Kat. I know you got more questions.
Yeah. um. Yeah. So, the reason why I brought that up was because in this hobby, there's a lot of projects and there's a lot of thinker projects that people don't really agree with, and it's understandable. But there's also the word in itself, conservation. We're conserving these animals. We're just
Mhm.
doing what deforestation is doing to our planet, our, everything else that we trying to prevent. Little projects
Right.
like these, we're just doing it because of these animals, for their sake. And
Yeah.
it's not just for their sake, but it's also for our sake too. We have to teach our children, we have to teach um, the new hobbyists, the new
Mhm.
breeders. So I feel like if we can just have the power to say, no, let me do me and you do you, then that can
Yep.
be spread.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Dicky. I didn't get to say hi.
What up?
Hi,
What
Dicky.
up?
Yeah, Dickie just came back because he wasn't here earlier. I mean, he was here earlier, but I don't know if he just came back.
Yeah.
It says more people are hoarding than conserving at this point. 32,000 unsold animals on the market.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't know how y'all feel about that.
Mm.
Let's talk about that.
That's sad. No, if that's the current ball python number, that's actually good because that's half of what it was a few months ago, which honestly just proves that the animals are moving. Just because they're on there today doesn't mean that they're unsold. They're gonna move within the next couple days, weeks, months, whatever it is. Some people have an easier time than others. That's just the way it is. A lot of that has to do with what you're working. Has a lot to do with your own branding and your own marketing and stuff like that. If you're not somebody that's pushing yourself and your brand, nobody's gonna want to come buy the animals from you, and that's the same for anything. If you're making tennis shoes, if you're not out there trying to be like the number one and put those shoes in people's faces and advertise them and market them, guess what? Jordan's gonna outsell you every day. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, sorry. I'm reading like 5 comments on my screen right now.
Yeah, I know. I'm reading the one that Python
But that
Prince.
I do agree with. Not everybody that comes in this needs to be a breeder.
Yeah,
It'd
they
be
should.
awesome the more pet people, because when you get more pet people, you get more people that genuinely love the animals and love what they're doing. Um, every day we see a lot of people leaving the breeding industry, and not everyone, but a lot of them get out of it because they hit year 2 3 and they realize that that's not what they want to do. They don't have that passion, they don't have that drive.
Mm,
So everybody needs to, I think, just pump the brakes and slow back a little bit. You don't have to get your first snake and go right into I'm gonna breed these things.
right.
um, Keep them for a couple years, get to learn them and stuff like that, and see if that's something you still want to do. A lot of people, after a couple years, even after a couple weeks of having that first one, they learn that they don't even want it as a pet no more. It's just not
Oh,
something that they like or that they vibe with. So
yeah.
imagine if you're like, oh, I'm gonna be a ball python breeder, and you just went off the bat and bought somebody's whole collection, and then a week later you're like, oh, I don't like snakes.
Yeah.
You know?
I want to give a quick shout out to Pete over at Python, over at Garden State Pythons, because he offered me this certain specific snake, and then when I got it, I'll go back to the story, but when I got it, I got messages saying, "Oh, you don't know what you're doing. You just got into this hobby. Why did you get it?" And of course, I'm not gonna say who sent me those messages, but
Mm,
um, when I talked to Pete, we had a really good conversation, and he laid down the rule. He laid down the intentions of why he basically handed me this snake, and what transpired between me and him. That's between me and him. Like, I
right.
know that snake can go for like $800 or whatever, and even more. Um, but what he really, with his intention for me, was completely different compared to anybody else. And
Right.
so the conversation that we had, I take that so heartfelt, and I appreciate him for why he handed me that beautiful animal. It's something that I appreciate, and I wish that people can not say what they think, what they know. Like, just
Mm-hmm.
because I have a certain animal and they say, "Oh, you got it because of this," or "You don't know what you're doing." Okay, first of all, know the relationship between that person and that breeder. That breeder has its own rules, has its own thing, and you know,
Right.
if you want to give that animal, fine. If you want to sell that animal, fine. But just don't assume, oh, just because you have a certain animal, you got it for this price, or you're not gonna get it for this price, or something like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
definitely.
that
Hey,
wa-
Elias.
was that a response to
Was
this question, Kat?
Hold on, let me read it. No.
No.
Oh
Oh,
no.
okay. But this is a good question.
uh,
Should
The
breeders need
breeders.
to be re-registered? And they're, oh, I yeah, I feel like that should be something in the works in the
What?
future.
Do you have a line like register your snake to breed?
uh,
That's kind of like dog breeding. You got to register your dog in order to breed
yeah.
your breed.
I mean, paperwork do comes with the background and the lineage, so I feel like that
Mm.
should be.
I don't think a lot of people do it with ball pythons, and maybe not like, I don't really know about like if it's done at all with like any lizard species, but I know with a lot of carpet pythons and the green tree pythons, that stuff is very, very important and stuff like
Mhm.
that. So they
Yeah.
do keep track of all that lineage the same way that like the AKC would do with dogs, but there's not necessarily like a registry. It might not be a bad thing though, because I want to say it kind of keeps more track of like if it's purebred and stuff like that. But as long as you're doing the same thing with your lineage and keeping track of it, and you're not BSing on it, then
Mm.
I mean, I don't really think there's a reason for a registry. Even with the AKC, there's a lot of people that BS on that and stuff like that too. That's how you get all these crazy colors of bulldogs and stuff like that. Like a lot of
Oh.
that stuff's not natural to the breed. Somewhere down the line, they bred like a little Aussie in there to get the Merrill or to get the lilac or the blue or something like that. You know, it's not natural. Just because you have the AKC paperwork saying that's 100% pure bulldog, somewhere down the line, he's got that little tiny bit of blood from something else that gave him that color or the fluffy or, you know, something like that. So,
Mm.
That's cool, Elias. I like
Yeah.
that. I'm definitely going to do lineage for my dinker projects, especially my wild caught female ball python. Any baby I sell in the future, I'll have parents, grandparents, great grandparents information.
that's awesome. And I think that's a super awesome idea, and it's a good place to start with a dinker because you're ground zero of that morph. So, as long as you start it, and hopefully anybody you do release it to
Hmm.
keeps up the same practice and stuff, you know, you can trace it all the way back, like I said, to ground zero to that first snake. So I think that's super cool.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say something else, like along the lines that, because
Forget
I
it.
always see new breeders come in, and they eventually like go a couple of months, and then they fall off.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if they start and then people get to them and they fall off, or they start and they see the projects people are already working on and get discouraged and then fall off.
You mean fall off with their projects and their breeding altogether, or fall off from social media,
Yeah, fall
both,
off from
or?
social media, everything. Like they leave and sell everything. I've seen that. I'm like, I've seen that happen a couple times already, like a bunch of times.
I
Like I tell them, "Hey, hello, my name's Chris," and then next thing I know, it says Instagram user deleted profile or something like that. I was like, "What the
yeah,
heck?"
I think that probably just has a lot to do with what we said in the earlier, just people getting in and jumping the gun, and then realizing that it's not something they want to do, or they come into it with the intention of making money and not just the love of the animal. And then, like you said, they realize how far they are behind in a project and they can't afford to buy the snakes that puts them up there with everybody else
Hmm.
and stuff like that. So
See, when I came
you
in, I wish I
gotta,
would have done that. So,
yeah,
like,
you gotta do it for the love of the animals, and then stuff will just happen naturally. And especially if you have your own creativity. I like to use the words that the big homie Levance, everybody else is going right, you go left. You do your own thing. It doesn't matter what anybody else is doing because eventually, somewhere down the road, you're going to hit that crazy snake that everybody's drooling over and stuff like that. And it's up to you. You could sell it, you could hold it back, you can make more, you can, you know, hopefully you're got the breeder mindset and you hold it back and you make more and you make even cooler stuff down the line. So,
how many snakes do you own, Will?
right now I think I'm somewhere between 80 and 100.
Woo, I remember that. I don't miss those days at all.
It's not that bad. It's pretty manageable for me. It's all like right here. So, I think more than that would probably suck. So,
I'm just like, I remember doing
yeah.
100 tubs by
Yeah.
myself, and
Yeah, I do it
I
all
was
by
already
myself.
tired. Yeah, I get tired. I would like, I do like one day, I'll be like, okay, that rack's done. Next day, that rack's done. I pick it up, or I try to do 2 racks in a day, and then leave it at
My
that.
thing
But
is, I'll get feeders, and usually I get them like at nighttime, maybe like around this time at night. And my intention is to go home and feed. But I come home, I get wrapped up with the kids, or I make dinner, or I'll sit down and sip some green tea, turn on YouTube or something like that. Next thing I know, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I haven't fed yet, and I have to be up at 5:30 to go to work. And I was like, oh man, it's start flinging ASS and tubs, man, just going crazy.
Just let him eat.
Magandang.
What's
What
up?
up, Adrian?
All right, what up, Adrian?
We're both Filipino.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I didn't know Adrian was Filipino. That's cool.
Okay.
Half, one of the halves.
All right. What do you want? I'm gonna take a commercial break real quick and start running the ads and stuff.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Epic is back, bringing you experts in snakes, geckos, frogs, and spiders, and more of your favorite content creators. This exotic pet conference is free, and it's all online. Emily from Snake Discovery will be delivering our keynote address. You won't want to miss this event. Mark your calendars for September 27th at 1 p.m. Eastern. With 17 sessions across 4 tracks, Epic is the largest, most comprehensive event of its kind. Visit epic.live to see the schedule, our guest list, and more details. See you there.
See you there, Craig. Now the sponsors. We gotta do the sponsor
shout out
reel
to the
too.
sponsors.
No, we gotta shout them out right now. But I'm gonna shout out Fandex app because they're not in the reel, and then Tasty Critters, they're also not in the reel. We have a lot of sponsors that I gotta add to that reel. I just haven't done it. But yeah, shout out to them. Thank you for sponsoring the podcast as always. Now let's run the sponsor reel.
Yeah.
Lights come on, pulse in the air, we unite. Cold-blooded cafe, feet in the night. Cold-blooded caffeine, fueling the fight. Reptile crew got our backs tight. Thank you, fam, for keeping us all. CMB reptiles rolling with soul. Hold no soul, lifting a goal. Together we burn like burning coal. Elevate, more fries in the show. Irresistible pythons letting it flow. Rhetoric crew, yeah, but watch them go. Indigo, reptile co, set the glow. Shut up feeders, we're shut up feeders. Under the rock with cold-blooded hitters. Ship your reptiles, make life better. South Bay reptiles through every weather. Blue Punk, Shaman, Blue Tongue Republic. Arc adventures, riding Republic. No fakes, no breaks, we're here to publish. Taking it higher, dreams embellished. Sponsors love through beats, we rise. Showing thanks met under the skies. Unite the world, reptile ties. Cold blood, warm hearts, no disguise.
Yeah.
I know. I like the way Adrian does it. He puts he likes that reel.
Yeah,
Heck yeah. That feels
Awesome.
tight. I like that.
it's awesome. Oh, and he
Uh-oh.
left. Okay. Hi, Will.
What's that?
We don't need Chris. Just kidding. There he is.
My bad. I got too excited. I backed out. I don't know why. I was pushing buttons over here. I
Pause.
was like, what the heck just happened? But
Okay.
I was gonna say I can't wait to Kat's podcast because she got a whole new intro coming out. Fire.
Ooh, nice.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, I kind of want to play it for you guys, but man, I'm gonna let her do that.
Nice.
You kind of fun. I don't mind. I
I'm gonna
like it.
start tuning in more too. I'm trying to learn more about the spiders and tarantulas and stuff like that.
Well, let me see. I gotta download it then.
I
Okay.
really want to get one. It's just a matter of like going for it pulling
Yeah.
the trigger.
Yeah. So I got 3 people got bit by the bug of I need one, I want one, so to speak.
Nice.
Python Portal, Will, Rat Bastard Mark, and Blue Zombie Morphs Vance. So they're
Nice.
like,
Okay.
you know,
I'm getting
it,
2.
huh?
I said I'm getting 2.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
it? I think it was last October, Tinley, or it might have been last year's March, Tinley. I was walking past Exotics Unlimited. I think I was just looking, looking, or I might have been looking for scorpions. And me and Will, from Exotics Unlimited, we just started talking, and he was like, "No, man," he's like, "Come on," he's like, "You got this." And he just took a Versicolor out and put it in my hand, and we were just talking. And next thing I know, I've been holding this thing for like 20 minutes and stuff.
Oh, wow.
But I'm like, all right. I was like, this ain't bad after all. So since then, I've been like, all right, I need one. I need one.
See? Yeah,
I
it's
want to
not.
do it right. I'm not just gonna rush into it and get it, and I want to learn about it first,
Do
make sure
your
I know
research.
everything, make sure I'm gonna do things correctly,
Yeah.
stuff like that. And yeah,
Hmm.
I
I
want
have
to.
no
I want to start
intentions
out.
of breeding them. I just it's be my pet, my cool ass pet that I get to watch make webs and make stuff look cool.
Hell yeah! I want to shout out Kat too because when I told her what spider I wanted, the tarantula was the Brazilian jewel, and
Hmm.
she
Oh
made
yeah,
that
those are
happen.
nice.
Yeah, and she made it
Oh heck
happen. So
yeah,
I'm like, yeah, I'm all excited because it's a
that's
trapdoor,
what's up.
and they're
Yeah.
just.
Yeah.
I love trapdoors.
Trapdoor species are awesome. Like those have always
Yeah.
fascinated me since I was a little kid. Like watching them on Nat Geo with my grandpa and stuff like that. So
Yeah. They're
heck yeah.
awesome.
And then the other one. What's the other one?
This I keep the L Sazamai before it got reclassified as the P Sazamai, but now it's the L Sazamai. It's also a Brazilian type, not a jewel, but it's also a Brazilian. It's a
Nice.
purple blue tarantula, more
Ooh.
purple. A cat converting us to the.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's funny. I mean,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
it's about positivity. You know, a lot of people had that stigma of oh, a spider, but then I'm like, how do ball python people get the ick when you guys actually have a ball python morph called the spider? Like what? Like how do
Funny.
you? Yeah. So
Yeah. You know what's weird though
What's up,
is
Bosa? Oh yeah, what's
until
up?
recently I'm 40, going on 43. But I'm like not afraid of spiders. I see a spider in my house. That doesn't bother me at all. And tarantulas don't necessarily, I'm afraid of them. Like seeing them doesn't bother me, but I don't want to hold one. That freaks me out. And it's been like that since I was a little kid. And my first job ever was at a pet store. I was in 6th grade. And really quickly I became the manager of like the reptiles and small animals department, and a part of that department was tarantulas and scorpions.
mm-hmm.
So had no problem at all whatsoever picking up scorpions, holding them,
Yeah.
whatever. Tarantulas, nope. A couple of times the boss was like, all right, come on, man, you're going to hold one today. He's like, you got to get over it. You got to do it. And I'd hold it for a couple minutes. I'm like, all right, that's enough. Like,
Yeah.
I'm good. If people want to buy one, you could do that. You're the boss.
Yeah. They're awesome. I mean, they make great pets just like ball pythons. And if
Oh,
coming
yeah.
from me, they actually have a lot of similarities to ball pythons.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So am I converting people? Maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, I was already converted. I just talking to Kat and seeing the show and learning the species. It was good. It was interesting because I was like I needed to branch out, and now we got snake inspired people like uniting, coming over. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's cool
So
to
is
see that.
it the same vice versa too? Is there like spider people that like don't want to mess with snakes and won't
Yeah,
touch scorpions? Stuff like
Yeah,
that.
there was. You hardly don't see it though.
Mhm.
I feel like Ray and I are branching that idea out to a lot of people to come out more to unite the two worlds.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean she's amazing. She does great work with that. I mean she does more. You know, she does work with mammals and other arachnids, and she does amazing work. So shout out to Ray.
That's awesome. Yeah, shout out
Who's
to
Ray
Ray.
again?
She's gonna be on my show November 5th, I think. Um, where's my calendar? I'll be right back.
I was like, but well, yeah, I thought she had one guy that was on her show. I think his brother does reptiles. He does spiders.
Oh,
Right here.
nice.
But it was what was his name?
You talking to me?
Yeah, Kat, the guy that you had on. Remember, he did spiders and his brother did snakes.
Oh yeah, Dritz.
Sure.
Bosa.
Yeah. Yeah, November 5th. Yeah, November 5th. Ray's Reptiles, Ray.
See, Bosa.
Huh?
Spiders are cute on screen, but hell no.
But hell no.
What about a snow spider, Bosa?
I love
Well, I was gonna say something else too. Oh, I was gonna shout out Dylan. Is it Dylan
Dylan who?
from Eight Legged? Is it Eight Legged
Oh,
Freaks?
Dylan, yes. 8 Deadly Sins. Dylan,
Eight
yeah.
Deadly Sins.
Yeah.
Like I started messaging him and we were talking, and he's
Mhm.
like, "I'm gonna send you a shirt for the podcast." So I'm gonna
Aw.
shout him out because he sent me a shirt
Oh,
of
nice.
Nice.
the blue metallic spider one. It was a dope shirt. I like that shirt.
Cool.
So I
Nice.
can't wait to get it. He was like, "I already ordered your shirt. It should be coming to you soon." So I was like, "Damn, all right."
Nice. Good.
Yeah.
So I was just telling him, I was like, "I like the shirts you did. Like, if you wanted to, I could clean them up for you. Like, cut it out so it could just have the picture." But I was like, "It's up to you, bro." Trying to help him out.
Nice.
He said I wrestle all day with some much. What do you say? I wrestle all day with my
The Matrons. Ooh.
from Georgia before Spider.
Okay.
Damn. But Bosa gets bit though over there. Have you seen his video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He be posting his videos, they bite him.
He just
Like-
looks all happy, showing his arm leaking. He's yay with a smile.
I know, right? Like
Does
nothing
different
happened.
cuts, and he's just like, what? Hell yeah.
Aw.
Characteristics.
Yeah.
Bosa's reels are awesome.
Yeah, and I don't know, man. It's like you meet so many people, like talking to the spider, like trying to the people or the spider people. They're like more positivity, but their positivity is a different kind of vibe. Like it's a different positive vibe versus us reptile, keeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I try to like unite everybody. And now I'm bringing on a chameleon and a gecko girl here soon. I think she's gonna be on Amy's show.
Cool.
Nice.
But I'm just like, oh no, the gecko girl's this Saturday. I apologize.
Oh, with Amy?
No, with me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I forgot
Nice,
because I
nice.
was like, she's like, yeah, I think we could do Saturday, but it won't be till late. So it's Saturday 8. So I'm like, all right, it's a late one. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, everybody has their own different like vibes. I mean, everybody preaches the same positivity, like they're trying to surround themselves with good people. But then I don't know, like, what happens that people turn around, and people are already, I guess, negative, or I don't know what goes on with that.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Yeah.
Or I should say, their true colors come out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's kind of like the whole rest of the world. My positivity doesn't match your positivity, so we gotta butt heads now. It's
Yeah.
not the way it works. That's not the way it works.
Yeah. But I've seen it so much more heavier in the reptile community where it's like a competition, and I'm like, why does it have to be like that? Like I'm not trying to like brag, but like the tarantula hobby, we're here for the tarantulas, and it's you get some bad apples, but the tarantula hobby or the invert hobby, we're so open. We're so, I wouldn't want to say like this lovey-dovey thing, but you know, we're very open. We're
Yeah.
very happy, and we're there for each other, and there's no competition. That's why I'm trying to push the inverts to the reptile people, because just to see the
Yeah.
difference.
It's more for the love of the animal. And
Yes.
I know one thing that within the ball python community, a lot of people end up after a couple years moving away from the ball pythons or not working them as heavy, and they get into green trees or carpet pythons or boas and stuff like that. And that's not a bad thing. That's natural. As you get in the hobby and you get more exposure to more animals and stuff like that, you're gonna learn what you really gravitate towards to and what you really love and what you really want to work. If you don't love the ball pythons, then you shouldn't be working them. But if you picked up a carpet python along the way and that's what you like, you're like, man, these are awesome. That's what I really love. Do the carpet pythons. Get out
Yeah.
of the ball python, you know? Do it for the love of the animal. And I think a lot of people that do make that transition, that's exactly why. It's not because, oh, I can't do ball
Mike,
pythons. I couldn't keep up with Justin. That's not why they got out of it. They're not worrying about Justin. You know, they're get out of it because they got a boa and they learned that boas are what they love. So now they're focusing on boas and they're not worried about the money. They're not worried about all these morphs or trying to keep up with anybody because there ain't none. Or, you know, there's very limited, you know, it is what it is. And you're doing it because that's what it is and you love it. And your customer base loves it because that's what it is and they love it. And that's where it really should be for everybody.
you're exactly right. 100%.
But I feel like too, it's just they're. I don't feel like they're competing against each other. I just feel like they have their own brand. Like they're branding themselves, so they
Mm-hmm.
want to
Mm-hmm.
make sure their stuff is good versus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
And
not.
if
They're
you
not.
should too, you should like take a lot of pride in your brand and want to make it the best. Because if you're not, then what are you doing it for? But at the same time, like it doesn't need it to be like a direct competition or just because you know obviously there's a little bit of competition. You know, it's a business, so you know the little bit of competition is there regardless. But it could be friendly competition. It doesn't have to be like negativity or oh this guy is doing better than me, so I might as well get out. It's man, that guy just sold a $10,000 snake. Hell yeah. That's what's up. Let me go over there and congratulate that guy on something like that's a dream come true for anybody. You
Facts.
should be you should be happy that you just witnessed that because it's freaking awesome. Not like, man, nobody's ever gonna buy a $10,000 snake from me. If you have that mindset, then you're right. Nobody's ever gonna buy a $10,000 snake from you because it's just not gonna happen because you're not manifesting it. You're manifesting the opposite.
For real, facts, and I agree with you on that. But I like what am I saying? Like if somebody sold a $10,000 snake, like retics, 10,000 is the ocelot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I love retics, and I'm still learning about the retic. Even though my male passed away, that man when my male passed
Oh
away,
man.
bro, yeah, I was devastated, bro. I like wanted to cry. Dude, I never cried for an
Oh,
animal
that
besides my
sucks.
retic because it was a platinum annery, dude. Like I got that from Lucas,
Nice.
and
Shit.
I had fed it, and they digest fast. I went back
Mm-hmm.
to check on it, and he blew up. Like he was blown up. All right,
Yeah.
and everybody's like, maybe it could have been a bad rat. Like, man, I'm like, so what is a good rat? Like, where do you get good rats from? Because God,
Yeah. Right.
what do you say if you want to make money, breed feeder rats?
Hi. Sorry.
Yeah. Heck
No,
yeah.
you're good.
That's. I mean, if you're looking for money, that's where the money is at. In the rodents. That's for sure.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate that.
Love you, Mike.
Yeah.
But yeah, but it's not only that too. It's like I'm not. I don't like say this, but I'm like I see it. Like we all got our own groups in podcasting, like
Mm-hmm.
hair collectors, always rates with, keys and whiskey. As do I, because I love keys and Wiz and everybody over there and Big Mike. Because I used to run a podcast on Big Mike's show. I
Right.
used to do the retake rundown with Joel,
Yeah.
but it got too much for me because I started, branching out on my podcast channel because I wanted to do what
Right.
everybody else was doing. So I just wanted to not. Oh my God, Bolsa.
Did you microwave rat? What?
Man, okay. Let me tell this story one more time. When
Oh
I came
shoot.
when I came into the hobby, I didn't know how to thaw rats. I thought they were thawing them out in the microwave.
Oh no.
So, me not knowing anybody, that was my first time. I thaw a rat out. I put it on a plate and put it in the microwave, thawing it out. I end up cooking the rat. What happened? And the rat blew up in the microwave.
Oh no.
No way.
Yeah, it was so bad. The rat blew up in the microwave. And he's
Oh
like,
no.
I had to go throw that microwave out and buy a whole new microwave. Yeah, because I wasn't gonna watch that. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
My mom was so bad, dude.
There's no amount of lemon juice that's gonna clean that.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So no, I don't.
That too.
But Adrian said, "Own your imaginations in reality. You'll reward yourself."
I like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know I microwaved it too long. Yeah. Anyways, I was like, what was I saying before that? Bolsa, God, Bolsa.
It's hilarious.
What was I saying? I was saying something for him.
We're talking about if you're in it for the money, that's where the money's at. It's the rodents.
Oh yeah, the rodents. Yeah, I used to do that too. I used to do ASS, but I mean, they started eating each other. I was like, they were like lack of enrichment or lack of something. So I started throwing egg in there and doing what they said to do. They told me to go to like, uh, what is that place where you buy the feeder?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it's called, but it's a store.
Like
And
Tractor
it
Supply.
says like a cherry block, and they would eat or something like that.
So I don't know.
I don't know. It was for ASS. I'm not letting that microwave story die.
So one thing that I've noticed with the ASFs is this
Hello,
is my
both.
theory or whatever. So a lot of people have, or pretty much everybody has like a whole mixture of things that they feed the ASFs, right?
Mhm.
And not just one thing. So when I was doing ASS, I noticed that no matter what my mixture was or what I added or what I took out, there was always something that they were wasting and not eating. So I'm like, I'm not gonna keep buying it if they're not eating it because that's pointless, So no matter how many times I changed it around and whatever, there'd be always something that they wouldn't eat. So what I started thinking is, okay, like these diets that we give them are super crazy high protein. You're giving them high protein dog food that's for like a freaking 200-pound Great Dane or something like that. It's a little tiny ASF. What do you ever think that maybe they don't need all that protein and that we're like overdoing it and stuff like that? That's why they're wasting. That we could probably, keep it more simple and they'll still get just the same amount of nutrients and still blow up just as big, just as fat, but you're not spending all this money on wasted stuff.
So it's kind of like power feeding.
Yeah.
You're like power feeding the rat to get that protein to the snake, and then you're
So
power feeding the snake
I
because
cut
it has all
out.
that protein.
I got literally. I'm looking at right now. I got a 1.1 of AFFs in this little bin right here.
See, I have that same bin.
I'm just doing a little, one little tiny colony right now, just to make like pinkies and pups like to feed my hatchlings or whatever. I just had like with the kids' sports and stuff like that, like taking care of the full rack and everything. Like started getting to be a lot, but from the mixture that I did have, which was like 7, 8 different things, I've cut it down to just 2 things, just sunflower seeds and pig finisher or swine food. That's something that Rich from Cap City put me on to. And they eat the heck out of that. They don't waste nothing. If I add anything to it, they start wasting. Right now, I can pick up their food or whatever. They're trying to bite me because they're crazy. But all the sunflower seeds and swine food is gone. I tried to give them corn. The corn's still sitting there. They don't want it. They don't need it. They're
Is it beneficial
full
or is it
from
not
what I gave
beneficial?
them. I'm sorry?
Is it beneficial or is it not beneficial? The corn.
People say it is, but I'm like, in any food that you put like your dog food or your cat food and stuff, corn's gonna be in your first 5 ingredients and stuff, and that's on a different note, that's bad for like your cats or dogs because they can't digest it. You should get something where it's like not in the first 10 ingredients. But either way, it's put there to be a filler, just to
Mm,
make their bellies fat and stuff. So there's a difference between something being a filler and being nutritional and
right.
stuff. So if they're getting nice and fat and growing up fast from not having corn, then obviously the corn, they don't need it, and they're telling me they don't need it because they don't want it.
They
They're
get rid
full
of the
off of
grain.
the good stuff that I gave them already.
Yeah, Mike said, get rid of the grains.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. I don't know.
Mm.
But if you could change
There's
one thing,
everything, different things work for different people. There's definitely people that are giving it and they eat it and whatever, but that was just my theory, is that like having all these 8 different things, whether they're eating all of it or not, they probably don't need it because we're giving them a diet that's meant for animals 2,000 times their size.
Something that
So
they can
what do they
digest.
need all that for? Yeah.
Mhm.
do they
And
eat the seeds?
yeah, eat all the seeds, all the swine food. There's none left. Like I need to give them more before I go to bed. So
Well, I was gonna ask you a question right now. But, oh yeah, but I also heard like give them zucchini or like
yeah, if you
vegetables.
give them something natural and vegetables, that's obviously gonna be good for them, just the way it is for us. And
Mhm.
that's stuff that they'd probably be finding more naturally in the wild and stuff like that, anyways.
Mhm.
But and especially
Nuts
like
is
you
fat.
said, for something for them to chew on so they stay occupied and stuff like
Yep.
that.
So they don't
A
eat each
really
other.
good thing you could give them is a raw carrot, because
Yeah.
they're gonna get that. They're gonna get vitamins and nutrition obviously from a carrot, and then it's hard and crunchy, and it's keeping them busy,
Yep.
giving them something to do, giving them something to gnaw on, and get rid of their teeth pressure.
Enrichment.
Yep.
Huh? I didn't know that. Well, I heard people say throw carrots in there, but I didn't know why they were throwing carrots in there.
Yeah.
There you go.
I right now I get when I need to buy feeders, I get them from Terry from True Ball Pythons. So I can literally walk to his house, so it's just super convenient. And he puts potatoes, and same thing like a carrot. It's crunchy. It gives them enrichment. Obviously, even if it's not super high nutritional value, it's some nutritional value. It's better than them trying to like eat each other or eat like wood or something like that that has no value, and you're teaching them destruction. So
All right, I'm gonna ask 2 more questions, and then let's see if Kat has any questions, and we'll get on out of here, brother.
cool, yeah.
All right. So, if you could change one thing in the hobby, what would it be and why? Slash industry hobby. Why?
Oh, um, I think just the whole negativity Like we said earlier, it's just, it doesn't have to be like that. It's not the way it works. It's not a competition. We should be here rooting each other on, being excited when the guy next to you, your homie or somebody, makes something looks cool, not hating on them, or for whatever weird reason you're hating on them, whether it's because you didn't make it or I don't know what it is, but it's
Yeah.
not the way it works, bro. Just start being happy for people, especially if it's somebody that you say is your homie.
Right.
Be happy for your homies. Don't, yeah. The
That,
whole negativity thing is just weird, and I don't resonate with it. I don't vibe with it. It needs to go.
yeah.
It needs to go.
Facts. Facts. You got a question, Kat?
No, I'm glad that you said that. That to be happy when it's like that saying, there's more happiness in giving than there is in receiving. So if
Oh
you're
yeah.
happy for that person, be happy for that person because it's just genuine, it's real.
Yep.
So as hosts,
Today at work, I got told today that my cause I'm like a manager at work, so I have like my second in command that, she's there in case anything happens to me, she could step up. My boss told me today that she's getting promoted and she's being the manager to the other side, and the manager from over there is getting promoted and she's gonna be a groomer now. Uh, I was super happy. I was super excited. And my boss was like, she's like, you're more excited for them than they are for themselves. I was like, hell yeah, I am. I was like, it's fucking awesome. I like seeing people
Yeah.
growing and advancing. I was like, they worked hard. They're
Yeah.
my second manager. She's my rock. She worked hard, and she was working hard to take over for me. And now she's, equal with me or surpass me. And I think that's freaking awesome. I think that's awesome.
what's
I like,
that about?
I love seeing the growth in anybody and everybody, and no matter what they do. If you're doing something and you're evolving and you're growing, that's awesome. That's what you should be doing it for. Nobody should be staying stagnant in nothing.
yeah.
Facts.
Yeah. I like your energy.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you too. Is like, so as hosts, as me and Kat are hosting this, how do we make you feel on the show?
Super cool. Comfortable, like family. Me and Kat were talking about earlier today. Like, it's super cool. I think within our whole community, our industry, um, that like sometimes we forget that we don't even know each other, that we never met each other in real life and stuff. It's you pop up in the chat and start saying what's up to people in the chat, or you join an Instagram chat group or something like that, and everybody just starts seeing each other every day, saying good morning to each other, stuff like that. After time goes on, like a lot of my like chat homies I talk to and know more about their lives and they know about mine than like people I actually know.
Right.
And then when that day finally comes and like everybody's at Tinley and you meet each other in person,
Yeah.
it's just like a natural, oh, what's up? And you just keep on talking. Like,
Yeah.
that whole like, oh my God, like it's not even there because, not that you don't feel it inside, but it's like,
Yeah.
you just talked to them 5 minutes ago on Instagram. Like
Yeah.
that's your brother and stuff, like it's when you see each other, it's natural.
Yep.
And everybody just feels like family and homies. I love that, bro. It's so cool.
It is.
So
See, yeah, I want to go to Timmy. I haven't been to a Timmy show yet. I don't want to. Trying to get out there, man.
oh man, you need
Go,
to.
go,
Heck
go.
yeah.
It's hard. It's rough right now, especially
Tinley
got
is epic. It's freaking awesome. I love
a
it.
lot of stuff going on right now.
My one I'm really trying to get out to is the Sear show next week in the Bob show, because everybody's saying that's like the vibe there is even better than Tinley. So it's like, oh,
Babu's show,
I need to
right?
check that.
Babu.
Yeah, I need to
Ba-
check
ba-
that
boy.
out.
But Bob is a whole vibe though. I like Bob's vibe. He's just
Heck yeah.
I love his vibe. We had him on the podcast and he was talking.
Yeah.
I like the way he talks. Like he was showing us around the tour. It was on the Sexton and Flexin podcast. You can go back.
I seen it.
And yeah, and Babu's there on our channel. And like I said, he's just talking and showing us.
Heck yeah. He's
But
just a
yeah,
super awesome, genuine guy and stuff. He's another guy that's not with the negative bullshit. You're never gonna catch him wrapped up in any of that stuff. Even if it's about him, he's just gonna let it bounce right off. He doesn't pay it no attention.
He doesn't.
And when you do that, look what happens. You do great things.
Yeah.
He's one of the biggest breeders there is. He has like the most tables at freaking Tinley, just as many as Justin, if not more, and stuff like that. They're all filled. A lot of snakes. He sells snakes. He's not just there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like
It got his own show now. You know, you don't pay attention to the negativity. The positive happens. You manifest that. You know.
But and I like that too. That how like big names are doing shows now. Because even what's his name? What is it? Great? Is it Troy?
Troy, yeah, Troy and
And
Sloan.
yeah, they have their own show too, right? Isn't it the
Yep.
Southeast one or?
Was it the All American Reptile and Plant Expo?
There you go, that
called?
one.
sorry. I got
Yeah.
excited.
Hey,
what's
Kyle.
up, Kyle?
And yeah, and they have that show, and I'm just like, man, from seeing them when I came in, I saw them as breeders. They were all breeders,
Mhm.
and I always saw, got dressed at the shows at the NRBC, and we would always talk, always hang out. Always invite me back, like behind the tables, and just hang out with them. And it was
Okay.
fun, and that's where Earl was too at the NRBC before they moved it
Okay.
to I guess Dallas, because it was in Arlington before.
So you know what's weird? And I know that like it's just immediately like back to how I'm like socially awkward and stuff like that. So I could go on to a YouTube and in a chat and sit there and laugh and joke with Troy and Pat from Ara and stuff like that. And all night we would sit there like, like as if we're best friends and we've known each other since we were little kids. But for some reason, every time I get to a show to Tilly and I see Troy, I'm just like,
Shy.
yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
The only time I was like that is when I saw MJ from Trap Talk.
Okay.
And he was cool in person. Like MJ's real cool in person. I don't know how, like I seen his show. Like I like his show some stuff, but
One thing cool that I'll say about MJ is my very first Tinley, which was like my first reptile show basically that I ever went to. I turned around the corner and MJ just happened to be there, and he turned around and he seen me and he was like, Will, like what's up? Like the way that you would expect people to be like seeing him and react to him. That's the way when he seen me. So that just made me like feel cool and welcome. And then like later on that night we like smoked outside the hotel and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool.
yeah, I did that with him too.
Yeah.
Because after we had him on Sex and Flexin, we met in Arlington because he interviewed somebody there, and I walked up to him. He's like, "Big Flexin," and
Okay.
it was cool. It was cool just to hang out with them and everybody. So I go for the animals, but at the same time, I go for the people because it's fun when they're together.
Okay.
When we're all together.
Yeah.
I like the vibes. It's fun. Like if you've never been,
Yeah.
and if you're part of the reptile like industry, everybody's like following you around, and they get in groups and talk. Like, where do you want to go eat? It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what me and Sammy do with Chris, the fat man. Last show, we all got together and we all went out for lunch. It was a whole bunch of us, and we acted like a big family. It was awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's like I feel like that's what a lot of people don't understand. It's like it's not just reptiles. Like when you meet people, y'all become becomes like a family thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I like that. I love it. That's all I'm gonna say. But I know Will has to go do a show because we're already past that time. Well, if you have anything positive to say to the camera, go ahead and say it now to let all the people know watching.
I just want to thank everybody that's here for tapping in and coming out to not only watch me but to watch you guys and to support your shows and your channel. That's super awesome. That's what it's about. We should all be supporting each other, and just keep the positivity wave rolling. In the words of my homie Wiz.
Yeah. Wisco.
Okay.
But on that that
If you
note,
guys are into conspiracies, tap on in over on Keith's Constrictor's channel on YouTube. Show starts in about 45 to an hour here.
oh,
Like I said
forget.
earlier, it's about conspiracy theories. Tonight we're going to be talking about conspiracies that turned out not to be conspiracies after all. So if that's the type of your thing you're into, come check it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. I haven't seen one yet, so I'm gonna go check it out.
Heck yeah.
Oh yeah, so before we go, everybody, we're gonna reveal Kat's new intro. I forgot. I downloaded it right now. But
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
yeah,
Heck yeah.
there
Let's
it
check
is.
this out.
Yeah, I just made this. This is great.
Is it your...
Spin the mic like a web in the air, catching stories, pulling wisdom to share. Tarantulas crawl, but we stand tall, weaving wonders, breaking every wall. We're wonders, spinning tight, threads of laughter, threads of light, sharing knowledge, hearts ignite. Welcome home, you're in the spotlight.
Yeah, that was
I
fire.
was all grooving.
Heck yeah.
Yo.
Was that your first time seeing it too?
No, I said it to her the night I made it.
Yeah, last
Oh,
night.
nice. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Was it last night, right? I made
That was
all
last
that
night.
last night. Yeah, I made all of that. Even the new intro that we have
Hell
up,
yeah.
I made that one last night.
Yeah.
And I
Fire,
made
bro.
it. I made her
Fire.
outro. I made like she don't like the outro, but
Yeah.
I'll make
That's
it.
one thing
next
I've
time.
noticed. Like, I've been fucking with you for a while, and that's one thing I've noticed from the beginning. Like, you be killing it with graphic design and stuff like that.
Yes. I'm telling you, he's talented.
Heck
Yeah, a lot of people always hit me up for like ideas and stuff. Like even like my my Flex Nation, my fitness. That I'm
Mhm.
starting out. Like I be doing a lot of stuff for that. I have 4 Instagrams right now. So the fitness one, the reptile one, the podcast one, and then my personal one. I just made
Heck yeah.
starting to share my life
Heck
because
yeah.
I have never done that before.
I've asked like 3 or 4 different people,
Yeah.
like, how do you do the thing on top of your Instagram where the first 3, pictures are pinned and it makes one big picture? Everybody that I asked are like, oh yeah, go hit up Chris. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know
bro.
how you did it. Chris did it for me.
Yeah, I do
Oh,
everything.
yeah.
Or like a lot of people, and I appreciate like when they come to me and they'll be like, I'll shout you out on the show or whatever. Like I don't care, man. Send me a shirt. I don't care.
Heck yeah.
You know, it's
That's
all
what's
good.
up.
I'm a hat guy too. I'm a hat collector.
Heck yeah. Speaking of hats, I got this new one here. I just got it yesterday from the sponsors over on the channel.
Nice.
Lindworm Exotics. Shout out to Double L and to Randall.
Oh, Randall, yeah.
So
What's up, King?
everybody's hat, they customize it and put your nickname on the back or whatever.
Oh.
So as keeping the positivity wave rolling and the generosity rolling, I said they sent me the hat. So I'm gonna make a post here probably tonight or tomorrow on Instagram. But I don't know how much time I'm gonna give it. But basically, the first 5 people to guess which one of my many nicknames is on the back of the hat, I'm gonna put those 5 people into a drawing and win some merch from me or something like that. Probably win like an Amish Will shirt or something like that.
Cool.
So, yep.
That's awesome. Make
Heck
sure
yeah,
to share it
so-
out, guys. Once he posts it, share it out.
Spread out. Hell yeah, spread that.
Definitely
Spread
shoot it
it
out.
like wildfire.
Heck yeah.
Because I got some shirts coming. I don't know if you're a large, Will, but Python Portal's making them. They're unique.
Heck yeah.
It's one of my newer logos. I don't know the new logo I have. I don't know if you've seen it.
Probably, possibly. Is it the one that's down here in the corner?
No, it's the
No?
big
Alright.
Flexin one.
Okay.
It kind of looks like Godzilla.
Okay, yeah, I seen that, yeah.
Yeah,
I think
I want to say it looks like Godzilla, but it's not. But yeah,
it's-
but yeah,
Nice.
Will made me a couple of shirts. which I'm waiting because he's like nobody else has those designs, so they'd be unique. But yeah,
Nice. Heck yeah.
so
That's
like
super awesome.
it's with that right there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that thing is cool.
Yeah, so I'm like I'm excited for that to happen. So I'm excited, to get those in because when they do get them in, I'm gonna send one to Kat and one to you.
Heck yeah. That's super awesome.
So yeah, but he said he's not gonna do shirts somewhere, which sucks because I like the way he does his shirt. They're
Oh shit.
subliminal. I guess they're in the
Mm-hmm.
material. So,
Yeah.
but I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna try to get some more from him, and we'll see what happens with that.
I
Yeah, I
do all
appreciate.
mine right now through Printify, and I was actually really like skeptical of working with them because I didn't know what the quality was gonna be like. But I got a sample of everything that I've done, and like they're pretty dope. Like these are really nice quality.
You said Printify?
Yeah.
Oh, I use Printful.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do like backpacks, bags, cups, shoes,
Yeah.
sandals.
That's how Printify is too. They have like all types of stuff. Like everybody knows I'm really into dogs. I love dogs, so like on my Printify you could get little onesies for your dog or bandanas with my logo on it.
But
They
for
have
cats,
freaking Crocs that you could put your logo on. Freaking backpacks. You could get a bottle of a lotion and with your logo on it. They have all types of
I
crazy
want to do
stuff.
what KG did, where he made the charms, the Braun Project
Yeah,
charms.
yeah, heck yeah.
I want to do a croc charm of my logo. I just don't
I've
know
been
where you
wanting to
got
do
it
some of those
from.
too. I hit up one person. I'll inbox you about it later.
All right.
I don't think they do them, but they probably put you in contact with somebody. Last year somebody did some for my son's football
Oh
team
yeah,
or
Adrian.
whatever. So I was like they put out business cards and stuff. They're like, "Oh yeah, hit us up." I've hit them up so many times, there's just no answer. How can you do business if you're not answering
Your phone, yeah.
the reply? Yeah, the request. So if
I don't
anybody
know, man.
does know where to get cock charms, hit me up. 'Cause I would like to make some.
Like when I came in, I did. Oh man, I can't get my tattoo in there. You see it? There. That's the old
Yeah,
Flexin and Finesse logo.
heck
Oh,
yeah.
see, like I can't do this on YouTube.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then I have the other one on my chest.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I have my logo tatted on me twice, and now I got that new logo, and that's the new logo I want to get tatted on me too, bro. Like when I say I believed in myself that much, I did. When my dad was like, when I started this, he's like, look, if you're gonna start this, you don't give up. And I started
Heck
this
yeah.
back in 2018, and that shit lives in
Heck
my
yeah.
head forever. My dad was like, don't give up.
Heck yeah.
That's the only thing. Like when my dad passed, that was the hardest thing because I wanted to give up so much. Like those first 3 years, I was grieving. Like I didn't want to do shit. Like I didn't care about shit. I didn't want to do shit. I just wanted to
Yeah.
be left alone. I kept trying to, do the podcast, stay focused, but it would hit me every time, man. It would just hit me, hit me, hit me.
Yeah.
And then I would start falling. My relationships weren't great. I was not all there, like in the relationship. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So I mean, now I'm starting to get life better, life on track.
Heck yeah.
It's my buddy.
That's what's up. That's cool. And just the fact that you remember that he was always behind you, supporting you, and telling you never to give up and stuff. So that's super cool.
And then I started taking off on TikTok, and this is another thing I like to share out too, because like they made me a necklace on TikTok.
That's dope.
It says Flexin Finesse and Reptiles on the bottom says Big Flexin, and on the back it says Never Give Up.
That's
Nice.
super awesome. Hell yeah.
So I have a shirt too that says Never Give Up. Up there, one of my shirts, but yeah. But yeah, I can do anything you need. Well, if you need a backdrop, hit me up. You need a song, hit me up. I mean, I can make everything. But if you hit me up at a good time, I can have it to you by the end of the night. Because Kat was like,
shit.
I need to do, we got to work on my intro. And I was like, he's right. And I was like, boom, I sent her a song and an intro.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh my God, I love it.
Heck
So,
yeah.
like, especially right now, since because I start working on Mondays. So you got from now to Monday, you know, I can get it back to you within a good, decent amount of time.
Oh shit. Heck yeah.
But
That's what's
other than
up.
that, man, I don't have anything else to say, Kat.
I very appreciate you being here, Will, and meeting you is an absolute pleasure. Thank you. As well as Wizco and Keys on the
Oh,
Whiskey
yeah.
Bomb. Send us our love. And also tune in right now, actually, the RWO Broadcast Network. So go catch that.
It's on right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to head over there too. Because after that, then we can watch Will.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay. But
That's
before we
what's up.
go out, I like this though. I've always got this though. That like it should be Flexin Productions. Everybody's like, just make it your own because it's you. I know because when I made this, I wanted to bring people together. So whoever I put as
Oh
my
yeah.
host, they're part of Untamed. So that's why I keep it Untamed Network. You know, it's not Flexin Production because then it's just me, but then they're representing me. But no, we represent our own and Untamed.
Oh
And,
yeah.
you know what I mean? So everybody represents
That's
themselves
what's
here.
up. Oh
So
yeah. I
that's
like
why I
that.
keep it that way. I get what you're saying, Adrian. I love it, but I love my host. I love the get like the people I got. Amy, Kat, Megan, and we got some new ones coming in. We're working on them. Jules is still coming in. She's doing a plant podcast on the channel. Can't wait for
Oh
that.
yeah.
But she has some stuff going on. So later gets situated, and then we'll take off with that. And then we still got the rescue one coming back. She's coming back with somebody else. So I'm looking forward
That's
to
what's
that.
up.
Nice.
And so other than that, thank you, Will, for coming on, taking time out of your day. I appreciate you.
Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys reaching out and inviting me on. It's yeah, I just appreciate it. It's cool.
Thank you.
Adrian's like, you're right, I get it.
Heck yeah.
What's up, Jared?
What up, Jared?
We're gonna be there. We'll see y'all there. All right, everybody, go to RWO right now, and then after that one, you got Big Will on Tinfoil, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
All right,
Faded pod.
and go check them out. And on that, guys, we're out of here. Like, y'all have a great night. Make sure to check on your loved one. Stay positive. Lift each other up. Never put each other down. And, you know, just always tell somebody you love them. You never know how much they need it. All right, guys. Y'all have a good night. We out.
Peace.
Tune it in, feel the flow. Chris and Kat, got that glow. Talking skills and chasing dreams. It's more than snakes, it's self-esteem. Vibes up and chatting, stories unraveling. Positivity's the spark, inspiring hearts, leaving marks. Lizards crawling through the past. Tales of triumph built to last. Failures flipped like shedding skin. They remind you how to begin. It's not just reptiles,